hey, it's time to allocate the funds I was able to make in the month of February. So if you want to see a breakdown of my monthly budget, y'all, hey, it's D here. So yeah, y'all, it is time to close out this budget for February, and let's just get into this video. So all the items that I'm using today are available on my Buy Me a Coffee shop, which is always linked down below. This budget blueprint was something I made to help me get more organized with my budgeting. I am receiving a little bit of extra money this month because I am a professional tax preparer, and I have been using some of those funds to help me get ahead on some annual bills and some other stuff that I have going on behind the scenes. So for my annual bills, these are everything that I have to pay, and I did forget one for Stash, which is one of my investing platforms when I originally did this blueprint. So this is another example of why it's so important to write everything out so you don't forget stuff. Alrighty, so I've already had my HVAC service for the first part of the year. I have to get that done every 6 months so I can keep my warranty. I've set aside money for the rest of the year to cover my second life insurance that I do have for myself. I have covered the alarm registration that I have to pay for in March. And I've also covered the Microsoft annual fee that I have to pay in April. So yeah, as I get these marked off, I'm going to go ahead and highlight them. I'm hoping to get all these done through October by the end of March, hopefully, with this extra income I do have coming in. So yeah, first, before we get into this budget with me, I did want to give you a glimpse of something I just released on my Buy Me a Coffee shop. And speaking of checks, do y'all remember writing checks? I do. I remember I was so excited when I learned how to write a check, and I thought I was grown. But then I didn't realize that when you write those checks, that money comes out of your bank account. So yeah, y'all, you know, young and, you know, just didn't really understand what was the gist of writing the checks. All right, so what I did, I came out with a oops over budget, and this is for savings challenges. So this is my rendition of an IOU, and I just thought this was something different. I don't think I've seen anybody do this. So right here it says, oh no, and you know, usually up here it has your name and your address, but right here this is the name of this actual printable, which is oops over budget, and it's for saving challenges. And down here, you know, you usually have your bank, but right here I put savings bank. So this is just something new that I wanted to bring out there, and you know, see if anybody would like, you know, write a check to yourself to pay back your saving challenges. So you just write the date on there, of course, and then you can put the name of the saving challenge right here, the dollar amount, and if you're getting fancy, you can go ahead and write it out and sign it and whatever else you want to put on here. But this is available on my Buy Me a Coffee shop. It comes with a set of 3, and it is only $1. If these go well with some more colors, this one right here is basically a gray and purple color. But yeah, y'all, the link is always down below. Okay, let's get into this budget. If you are new here, I do a monthly budget. I am paid weekly, but I prefer to budget my money on a monthly basis, and this is just a personal preference for me. With a variable income, and I am self-employed, so I never know how much I'm going to make. So at the beginning of the month, my goal is to make a total of $927. Now this does not include my mortgage or my tithes. I like to keep that private. Bring in at least $927 to cover my bills, expenses, and any savings and investing that I may want to do. In February, it was a little bit busier than it has been in a long time, and I was able to bring a little bit more money in a total of $1,000 $21.56. This is my budget sheet, which is part of my budgeting savings planner that I'm using now, and this is also available on my Buy Me a Coffee shop. Go over the bills. So for my HOA, it came out to the $190 as budgeted. My insurances, which is a variety of insurance policies that I need, it came to a total of $155.06, which was a little bit under budget. And cell and internet, I did have a question about my cell and internet. Now, this is the amount for a family plan and internet. So I think somebody thought it was a little high for maybe just for one line, but this is a family plan, so it has multiple lines on there, and I bundled it with my internet. I did actually finally decide to take off the insurance off of my cell phone, so it will be going down this month and in March. So I budgeted $181 and it came down to $174.36 for the bill for this month. I went back and forth about that, taking insurance off, because I'm usually pretty good with my phones, but I had to make that decision, just go ahead and cut it, and I'll just use that money to where I need it right now, because things are tight. So I just made the decision, and I hope everything goes well with my phone. Utilities, it came out to $105.81, and I knew this was going to be higher than usual, and this is because of this ice storm we had in January, and it was several days where my unit did not go off. I do keep a rolling credit on my utility bill, but because the bill was so much higher this year, that credit is gone. So what I'm going to have to do is add money to what I'm calling buffer, and I'm going to use that to build up my credit again on my account with my utility company. And the reason why I do that is because in the colder months, I can keep my budget at $100 instead of having to pay a little bit more because of the colder months due to the heat and what have you. So I choose to keep a rolling credit, because you always gonna have that utility bill, and that has just what have been working with me. Because if I didn't have that rolling credit, it would have been more than $105.81, which was $5.81 over what I budgeted for. I think my total bill was almost $150 or some dollars. So yeah, I'm definitely going to work on building that back up, because it is my least favorite bill, because it is a variable expense, and I don't like that. And I just noticed I don't have the dollar sign on that. Anyway, alrighty. So for my buffer, which I said which will be going towards my utility, I'm going to be setting aside $25 for that. I did not budget for that, but because I did make some additional income, I'm trying to allocate it responsibly and prepare for the future. So let's see how much my actual bills came out to in this section. So there's $190 plus $155.06 plus $174.36 plus $105.81 plus 25, and that is a total of $650.23. So I did actually budget for this section to be $27, and because of some of the money that I saved and the extra money, it is over, but I am fine with that. So I started with a $1,021.56 that I need to budget, and I will be taking this $650 from there to see what I have remaining for the remainder of my sections on my budget sheet. And I have a total of $371.33 left to budget. Next, I will be going to this section right here, which is expenses. Total of $150 for my groceries, and since I did get a little bit extra money, I did buy a couple extra things where I could. So my groceries this month came out to $163.17. I budgeted a total of $150 for my gas, which is car gas, and I spent a total of $138.60. So I was under budget for that. And this is one of my annual bills for my alarm registration, which I just went over in the previous printable. So I'm putting aside a total of $27 for that, and it will pay for my alarm registration with the city that I stay. We have to register our alarms, and once a year we have to pay a fee for the police to come out if there is something wrong. So let's add up this section right here. It was $163.17 plus $138.60 plus 27 equals a total of $328.77 for this section. And this also was a little bit more than I budgeted, but that's mainly because I added this alarm right here. And we're going to take the $371.33 that I had remaining from my bill section and subtract it from the expenses that I had to pay, which was $328.77, equals a total of $42.56 left over to budget. So for the first time in a long time, y'all, I'm excited. Alrighty, y'all. So for the first time in a long time, I will be able to allocate some funds to my savings and investing section. It has been a while for your girl to be able to do this, but thankfully I can do it this month. So I will be putting a total of $10 towards saving challenges, and I will be putting a total of $32 towards my fund checking, which is a checking account I have with Capital One to help me cover unexpected expenses or to just go out there and buy something that I want. And yeah, y'all, so I'm putting $32 there, trying to be responsible, and I will be adding a total of 56 cents to my ZOC, which is my zero out challenge. So let's add up this section right here, which is 10 plus 32 plus 0.56 equals a total of $42.56. And we're going to subtract that for what I had left over, which was $42.56. So that is a bam. That is a zero-based budget. Yeah. If y'all have any questions about budgeting, just let me know. I know I have quite a bit of new subscribers. Hey, y'all, hey. So if you ever have any questions, feel free just to comment down below, or you can send me a message or email, and I will gladly get back with you. I did want to say that I do currently have a up to 30% off sale on D's Digital World on Etsy. The sale ends on February 29th, and this video will post before the end, so you'll have like a day or so if you want to go out there and support me on D's Digital World. Like I said, it's up to 30% off, and no coupon code or anything is needed. And now let's get into this last section of this budget. And this just breaks everything down and make sure that your figures and what have you was correct, and just to double check it. So as I stated, I had a total of $1,021.56 to actually work with. And my bill section came to a total of $650.23. My expenses section came to a total of $328.77. And my savings and investing section came to a total of $42.56. So we'll take that 1,021.56 minus 650.23 minus 328.77 minus 42.56. And yeah, my math was correct. So that is a zero-based budget. So y'all, that is it. I am excited that I was able to make some more money. That is my budget. I am super excited that I was able to make more money than I actually budgeted for. And if you are new here, it has been a while since I've been able to have any extra money, and I've been using my savings to cover any expenses or bills that I needed. And I've also been using money that I make with apps. And y'all, the next video coming up is going to be my side income budget, and y'all gonna want to stay tuned for that. I had a pretty good month for February, especially for surveys, so stay tuned for that video coming up next. If you have any questions, let me know. Y'all, don't forget to make the money, but don't let the money make you. And go ahead and subscribe before you leave this channel. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.